time is 2,500 years ago. The place is Persia. The man is Ashuarius, king of the Medes and the Persians, ruler of 127 provinces, the most powerful man on earth. The army is the conqueror of all the lands from India to Ethiopia. They are returning home now from fresh victories in Egypt.
Camp over there by the water. Then only 2 more marches to Shushan.
Shall I send a messenger to herald my king's arrival?
Perhaps not. It would give disloyalty time to put on its mask. However, I already know someone who wears the mask. Send your messenger. You'll no longer need that rusty sword of bronze.
I don't understand, sire. It served me well.
More important, it served me well. For in your hands, it saved my life. Still, it isn't worthy of you.
The sword of the Golden Rooster.
Persia's greatest military honor. You're free to go home now, Simon, and when you're rested, there'll be a place for you in my honor guard at the palace at Shushan.
Aye. A royal guard to the king of the world. My betrothed won't believe this could happen to me.
Who?
A girl of my village. We shall be married before I go to Shushan.
A gift for the bride. And may the gods make her fertile.
May my God bless you, sire.
It is against the will of Haman, the king's chief minister. He demands an example to all who cannot pay their taxes.
Haman's will offends the will of God.
You heard the executioners. 10 of us will die if we remove him.
Yes, I heard them, Nathan. Would you rather live in fear for the rest of your life? Cut him down and take him home.
Esther.
Oh, my Simon.
There will be no more hangings, Esther, now that the king is back. He's a just king. He's given me honors and has called me to serve him at the palace.
Simon, you say this king is just, but he goes off to fight the Egyptians and leaves his army here to fight his people.
Does the hunting lion know what the cubs are doing while he's away?
The lion is the evil one. If we could only go to our real home in Judah.
The king of Persia rules Judah, too. You call Juli your homeland, yet you've never even seen it. We were born in Persia. Our home is where we live. We worship our own God. But Ashuarius is our king. You must admit he's generous. This is his gift for you.
So he's bought your devotion with gifts. This beautiful thing, while our people are starving and men hang. He gives you this from his blood-stained hands. Forgive me, Simon. I dreamed of the day that you would return, but the dream wasn't like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The king approaches with his army.
The king's messenger! Open the gate!
The king approaches Shushan.
The king.
The king, Queen Vashti. But not until tomorrow. I have followed his progress. He is 10 leagues from Shushan. The army is not even in sight yet. Time is still with us.
No, Haman. Your time is ended.
My time?
Our time, if that saves your pride.
You know, you might be throwing away the next king of Persia.
I'm well aware of your ambitions, Haman.
Then why be so final, my dear? Ashuarius has no eyes in the back of his head.
And a secret alliance with me would be quite useful to you.
As well as to your own future, my dear Vashti. Well, no one can say that the king's chief minister did not serve him well during his absence, both politically and domestically.
I trust you, Prince Haman. If I fall, you will lose your head too.
Ah, but what of your other lovers? My queen's diversions have caused much gossip.
But who will stand forth to testify? Their bloody heads would hang from the royal gates. No. When I enfold the king in my arms again, then whom will he believe?
I agree, Vashti. The goddess of nature was especially generous to you. And the royal purple is most becoming. So wear it while you may. Queens, come and go.
Do your ambitions stem from the dreams that Eastern potion brings to you, my dear Haman? Take care it does not loosen your tongue.
And Persia. Shaker of the earth, master of the world, sovereign of Assyria and Babylon and Egypt, conqueror of Thither Asia and all the lands across the sea.
Your last statement is false. I have not been able to conquer Greece.
I thought it only a matter of time, my lord.
Enough, enough. Save that eulogy for my tomb.
I shall do so, sire.
So you plan to outlive me?
My master knows I would give my life for him.
I wonder. And you, my General Clydrathes, what is the condition of your army which remained in Persia?
Splendid, Master. Splendid.
Where is Lord Mordecai?
Sire, he is the one counselor whose cooperation I have not had. It appears he pays reverence to no one but his invisible Hebrew God.
Mordecai.
Welcome, sir. Welcome back to Shushan. I see my king as well. Not even a slight wound?
No, Mordecai, not even a scratch. Thanks to your friend Simon, who saved me from being ridden down and speared like a wild animal. I am rewarding him with honors.
My strong Simon. I, too, am rewarding him by giving him my niece in marriage.
You are a man of warmth, Mordecai. That is why we're surprised to note your absence at my welcoming.
I thought it better to pray for my king's safe homecoming than to hail him.
This unseen God of yours is strange to me, but he does seem to get things done.
His works are sure, and I have faith that you will be his instrument for stopping the cruelties of Prince Haman.
I shall examine the administration of Haman. I have no fondness for the man, but he is a politic necessity. Efficient, though overzealous. But let us speak of something more cheerful. Queen Vashti. I trust she has not pined for me too much.
Her beauty is undiminished.
And her behavior? Still gaily spirited? Mordecai, I have called you the eye of the king, my keeper of the accounts, my all-knowing minister. So what have you to tell me?
Nothing, sir. My vision does not penetrate into the harem or the queen's apartment.
My king, my beloved husband, how long I've waited.
Adulteress.
What? Have you gone mad?
No, I have my senses or I'd kill you. You shamed this palace with your corruption.
Someone has filled your head with lies.
Truth, not lies. The soldiers of my replacements told me, men who fought and died, they had no reason to lie. Who shares your guilt, Vashti? Name them. Name them, I command you.
There are no names. There is no guilt.
Well, whoever it was, it's best I do not know. My pride would fall with their public punishment. Therefore, I condemn you in private.
No.
You will be forever dead to me.
Oh, no, sirs. I pray you believe me. I would rather die a real death than lose you.
Now send for your lovers, harlot.
Samuel? Simon.
Aha!
Maybe we'd better hasten the wedding.
I've waited for him since I was a little girl. I can certainly wait a few more days.
That will give her time to be sure that she loves me.
Yes, it's for a lifetime. And she's only had 10 years to decide.
It's my great worry that she's never considered any other man. For how can love untested ever be sure?
Oh, yes, that's true. I haven't ever looked at anybody else. Maybe I should have done. Simon! Oh!
Simon.
Oh, Mordecai!
A great soldier, the image of a David.
The image of a good husband for your Esther, I hope.
We didn't expect you so soon.
I know, and I'm afraid the business of the king will keep me from your wedding.
No.
I will explain all later. So I made the journey today to bring you this gift for your house and Simon's.
May I open it now? Simon, look, a mezuzah. Thank you, Uncle.
Our thoughts will always be with you, Mordecai, while this mezuzah protects our home.
Yes, and I hope that you'll protect him, Uncle, while he serves at that palace of wickedness.
Nothing can convince her that our king is not a man of evil.
He's a good man at heart, or at least he was.
Was? Has anything happened to him?
Yes, something that has changed him. A disillusionment, a despair. That is why I cannot attend your wedding. It is imperative that I remain at the palace. There are those who would take advantage of the king's despair to further their own ends. If they succeed, it may mean the end of every Judean settlement in Persia. The king is an unhappy man. In all his majesty, I think he would actually envy you.
Probably a paramour of Pleidrathis.
No. She is the woman of the keeper of the wild animals.
Spectacle.
Your chief eunuch, Haggai.
I'm going to the feast. Prepare me. Hurry, hurry!
All kings!
noble Judean seems to have no liking for my king's enjoyment.
By your leave, sire, we have much work to do. I have here the figures you require on our military strength.
You seem inspired after your long journey into the country.
Indeed, I believe that even a king could benefit from such a journey. Here in Shushan, one is apt to forget that there are people without these frenzied aspirations. People that have their days of peace, serenity, and laughter, in spite of oppression and cruelty.
Who are these people you speak of? Oh, some of your Hebrew aliens.
Of Israel's religion, yes, but not alien. We are loyal subjects of the king. And now, with his permission, I shall withdraw to attend to his affairs.
Tell me, Mordecai, are we well prepared for an expedition against the Greeks?
The home army of General Galatea has a total of 400,000 men on foot and 60,000 mounted fighters.
Good. Now I will stem the ambitions of that young Macedonian upstart. What's his name?
Alexander.
That's it. I'll cut him off in his youth and annihilate his armies.
I dream of the day, sire, when there will be an end to war. I have been your counselor, and counselor to your father Darius, and I have seen death and destruction. I've thought how splendid it would be if all this waste of wealth and manner could be turned to building instead of destroying. The building of aqueducts, the irrigation of the desert, the creation of worth and beauty.
The Jew speaks of peace. Why do Jews always mouth of peace?
Perhaps because war has forever driven us, dispersed us, made of us a people lost, seeking always for some haven of peace.
Even at war, Persia has done well enough for you. Yes, she has been more than kind to a people who spurn her gods, who gather in their private worshipping of a god who shows no signs of existence.
Stronger and wiser men than you have felt the power of my God. The Pharaoh of Egypt, Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon, beware, Haman. Do not tempt him.
Let him defend you. If I decide to cut your heart out.
He will, Haman. He will.
Don't you ever draw a blade in my council chamber, or I will kill you myself. Mordecai, inscribe this and place it in the vaults as our secret strategy against Greece. And mind you, I shall hold you entirely responsible as its custodian. We shall strike against the Greek coastal fortress at Athos. It is the key. From Athos, we can cleave their lines from either side. We shall pour men and provisions into the fort from our province of Scythia, where the might of our forces will be based. That is the plan. Remember, it must be kept a secret at all costs.
laws of Persia clearly state the punishment for a queen who shames the throne. There are two alternatives: death or banishment.
Banish her.
This very night, my lord. I shall return her to her tribe of Arius. And also, as your first minister, I shall fulfill my duty by providing you with a new queen.
That is not your lawful privilege, Haman.
You question my knowledge of the law of the Achaemenids?
No, but I question your purpose for distorting it.
But it is written by the lawgivers of the great Cyrus: any king of Media and Persia without a male heir shall not be without a queen.
You quote correctly, but not enough. It is also written, the king's men shall search the provinces, that they may gather together all the fairest young virgins unto Shushan the palace. And that maiden which most pleases the king shall become queen of him who rules. Does that make it plain that she is not to be of your special choosing?
Quite so. Dear Mordecai, I thank you for saving me from error.
A dead hand of the dynasty, trying to thrust on me some unknown female.
I can only execute the provisions of the law, sire. So by your leave.
This, happiness you say you found on your journey into the countryside, that would be my true desire.
Mighty power is a burden. I know but one way to lighten it.
What is your way?
By lessening the burdens of others, one removes his own. The joy you would travel afield to seek could thus be found in yourself. And in time, perhaps, you will find it.
Disco. Go quickly to the house of my woman, Karish. Tell her to come to me at once.
Yes, mister. Do you mind if I drink some of your Syrian wine?
There is another matter even more important. It has to do with Queen Vashti.
Yes, mister.
Our poor king.
In his sorry state of mind, he'll not be in any hurry to inspect his treasury at Persepolis.
Sometimes I feel you overdo your plundering there.
I could say the same about the abundance of army secrets you sell to the Greeks. But then I think how my store of gold grows in Corinth. And I attempt to be cheerful.
There is no prospect but danger so long as we let the king continue to live.
There are more discreet places than Shushan. For what you have in mind. In time you will find such a place. And I shall rule Persia as the ally of Alexander.
But until then, we're playing this game on the edge of a precipice.
Not at all. Not at all. In the event any guile comes to the king's attention, I have found the perfect scapegoat.
Who?
Mordecai and his whole colony of Judeans in Persia. Here is the war secret which the king entrusted to Mordecai's safekeeping. His plan for a surprise attack on the Greeks. I copied it from memory in Greek and added in Hebrew an appropriately traitorous message.
My brilliant Haman.
You will keep these tablets in your possession until suspicion threatens us. Then I'll tell you how to turn them to our use. Karish.
My master summoned me.
Come here, my dear. Behold, the future queen of Persia.
You make sport of me.
A bride of the king must be a maiden. I never heard of one who had been a concubine.
But you will, Clydrathis. You will. This will be history. For if the perfume of a rose is pleasing, nobody's going to ask who crushed the petals.
Your only love is danger, Haman, and you caught it with the passion of a madman.
My timid general, here is the royal command for you. Carry out the law of the gathering of the virgins. You need not be too demanding of beauty or perfection, because the one who will wear the diadem is already as good as crowned.
Samuel, fetch my golden sword from the house. They won't defy a symbol of the king.
Leave me alone! Oh, let me go! Let me go! Simon! Simon! Oh, stop it! Simon! Simon! Simon!
Yours, don't! Don't let them take you. Run!
A Judean tried to murder me. Find him! Bring him to me alive! Sack this village. Flog every man, woman, and child. And let it be done to all the Hebrew settlements.
There are some